Some shardy trash talk. What's going on, guys? It's Pelvic Ultrasound, and I got a domination on hard hat today. Now, we're gonna talk a little bit about the game, but we're gonna get into some other stuff. A couple helpful tips, I guess. And I'll probably end up talking about some of the lag. I don't want to like beat a dead horse, but you know, some of the lag is getting really bad. My PS3 froze today. I mean, I thought it was just a lag spell and it wouldn't go away. And I got up, went to the bathroom, took a piss, come back, screen was exactly the same. So I knew at that point that I had to restart my PlayStation, and that kind of pissed me off because I was doing good in that game. But anyway, I'm gonna kind of drop a few things on you. I play Domination a lot, if you haven't noticed from my videos. But if you play Domination, depending on your play style, some people are a little bit more defensive than others. And I'm more of a full-out kind of rush person. I've gotten to where I start using the SPAS 12 because if you use it enough, it's actually not that bad of a gun. But you have to use it a lot. You're gonna have to use it a good couple hours anyway, depending on how good you are with it, how good you are at getting inside people, and how lucky you are to get into a lobby full of people that can't play that well. But other than that, I mean, once you get range for it, you can survive. But it's kind of weird that when you get the extended mags for the SPAS 12 and you put extended mags on it, it just automatically fixes all the problems. And it's not the Modern Warfare 2 SPAS, but I mean it gets your range up to where you can one-shot folks from a decent amount of range. But the gun has good range, it just has low damage. So when you get damage, I would definitely recommend putting that on there. And your SPAS 12 is good to go. But anyway, on to the gameplay. As you can see, I'm just running around trying to cap flags, but I tend to get really reckless, and I'll jump on a flag by myself. I'll run all the way around flanking people, kill a few people, jump on a flag by myself, and get killed. Isn't necessarily always the smartest way to play, but I can't make myself do anything else. But anyway, what I want to talk about today, I'm using the M4, and I was gonna give you a little. If you haven't used the M4, if you prefer the guns, I was gonna give you a little ins and outs about the M4. I mean, it's really good. It doesn't have a lot of recoil. It's got a decent fire rate on it. It's got the standard magazine, all that stuff. The damage with it up close is a lot more than it has been in previous games, where it would take at least 4 bullets. I believe that you can down folks in 2 bullets with the M4 up close, but it has a little bit of a damage drop off, where I've gotten up to 5 hit markers trying to get somebody from the other side of the map. So I mean, all in all, it's a really good assault rifle. And I was just noticing that I'm using this red dot sight, but I've hip fired 2 or 3 people in the last few seconds. Anyway, I plan on kind of throwing some tips around about some of the guns, even though I haven't used a vast majority of them. And I will be bringing back my my Ask Your Audience thing. I just got to level 80 on my second account. which is pretty bad because I'm only like level 53 on my first account. I played a lot more on my second account. Just because, you know, I wanted to make my first account, you know, for clan games and stuff, but it just feels like when I'm playing on my other account, I can do more of whatever I want to, whether it be go extremely negative or what. Look at that multi-kill. Oh, that's a highlight of the game right there. But anyway, we're going to move on along. I cannot, when I record, I was almost tempted to let this just be listen to my friends' gameplay. Because they were talking some shit, especially Charlie. But
I'll let y'all freaking
I would definitely recommend the red dot sight on your M4 or some kind of sight. You can't go wrong with the hybrid sight. Just you got to make sure you got your scope ready for the, you know, for whatever you're going to be in. If you walk into a building, take your zoom scope off of it. Because otherwise, you know, you'll find somebody in a hallway, and you'll look at them, and you'll be able to see through them because your freaking scope has a pretty good zoom in on it. And the hybrid scope it's a really good attachment, and I like what they've done with it. I like a lot of the newer attachments. I wish they would have, you know, got rid of the thermal scope on most of these assault rifles. I mean, because who uses a thermal scope on a gun? I mean, I can understand a sniper rifle, but what do you need a thermal scope on your M4, your AK, or anything like that? It doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, as I was saying, I recommend some kind of optic on your M4. The iron sights are still pretty good on it, but they're not as good as well, they're better than COP 4. COP 4, the M4 and the M16, the only difference in them was one was a 3-round burst and one was a fully automatic. But they changed all that up in Modern Warfare 2, and they gave the M4 these beautiful iron sights. I never used any kind of optic for them because, I mean, the iron sights they were great. You could use them for anything. And these are still kind of open, but they got this weird compressed. Like, if you start to look at somebody far off, they block more than they help you out. They get in the way of stuff. So, you know, and your assault rifle isn't for close combat. I mean, if you're in a map where there's really tight corridors and stuff, use a shotgun, use a SMG or something. I mean, or use the FAD. That's the only thing that, or the Type 95. That thing is unreal up close. But like I said, you know, you gotta kind of use your roles with assault rifles, and you know, the optics are really good on this. Now, you can't go wrong with extended mags. If you don't have a problem with the iron sights, you know, extended mags or, you know, whatever you want on it. Not a noob tube. You don't need to be noob tubing. It's bad for you.
Oh my God.
Anyway, I'm using sleight of hand, blast shield, and I guess marksman. I'm using marksman on this class. This was really early. I didn't know what it done, but anyway, I just did realize that I had marksman on this class. So I'm basically using a gun with no third perk because I can't hold my breath while because I haven't got this gun quite up to level yet. At this point in the game, I think I'm still like level 7 or 8. This is a very early game, and that's what I've been doing. I just been working on different things, and I plan on making a few more videos. Probably have them out within the next couple days, and have some S&D and some different guns and a lot higher rank. But I went on a bunch of tears with my Spots 12, and I'm thinking about making like a little mini Taj or something like that. I didn't record any of it, so I got to go through theater mode, and that can be annoying. Either way, though, this guy's camping it up back there. Either way, you know, I'm planning on releasing some stuff on some of these maps, you know, kind of get you a feel for them. I have some I love, I have some I hate. I have some that I'm starting to despise outposts because everybody's hiding in their trucks. And they say that, I don't know whether that patch, well, it definitely didn't. That patch had nothing to do with it today, unless people just didn't get off because there was still people in them trucks and there was still people under the map. But anyway, I appreciate all y'all watching, and y'all have a good day. Roll Tide, buddy.